Temperature regulation. First of all, when adjusting, first, press the setup button on the left, then press the upward arrow to increase the temperature. Then after adjusting the temperature, press the setup button again, waiting for this one above to show white numbers. Upon reaching our blue numbered temperature, just turn on our starter sealer, and then the rubber pot starts running again. Our machine uses medium temperature glue 150 degrees 180 degrees. Other glues are not allowed to be used, because it affects the speed of gluing. And then at our entrance is a hand crank. It's a height adjustment for our compression beams. The height of this pressure beam, depending on the actual thickness of our plates, just follow the scale. Then we have 3 height limits at the entrance. All 3 of these height limits are after passing the edge banding through the falling naturally onto the edge band. Lock the black knob. And then the same principle applies to the white height limit at the exit. Place the edging tape underneath after falling naturally onto the edging tape. Then lock it. The top and bottom of the sealing tape do not allow for any amount of movement. And then we have a shaped edge sealing machine, so it's just with a sealed edge with one side glued on. Adjustment of the amount of glue is made by the top wire at the back. The looser the top wire, the greater the amount of glue in this position, the tighter the top wire, and then the less glue on the back of the shaft. Then if we apply a small amount of glue, this top wire can be adjusted. But if we say that after tuning the top wire, the amount of glue on this shaft hasn't gotten any bigger, you can take a screwdriver and pry off this platen. I think it's glued. And then this lever adjustment. It's possible to turn it clockwise with this knob, and then the platen will get closer and closer to the tip. And then this gap. It's about the distance of a sealing tape, not locks in place when adjustment is complete. Then we enter. It's a motor with a slotted edge band. The height of this motor can be adjusted. The nut is loosened by this pointer on the side. Turn counterclockwise. Motor elevation. Clockwise motor lowering. The counterpart has a reference scale. Then the depth of the groove. It's this knob that loosens the nut. When tightening the knob be sure to adjust it slowly. Don't turn it up too much, because it's got a knife in it. Turn clockwise. And then the grooves in our edging tape get deeper and deeper. Counterclockwise rotation will get shallower and shallower. Then after the adjustment is complete, the nut must be locked. When we shaped the edges, this groove we were talking about, it's the groove in the edge band, and then its deep is roughly 2/3 of the thickness of the edge banding, at least a little more than half of the beginning, and then high and low. It is necessary to match the top of our sheet. This height of this pre-milled motor. If you want to put a straight edge underneath this sheet, leave it a little thicker. Loosen this screw on the side. Just go adjust the top one, and then this one at the back is not allowed to move. The scale we just talked about, it's just a transfer to our plates. The height of the straight edge after milling the side, and then the edge band this slotted high and low. It's adjusted by our black knob, and then our heat gun. You have to open it when it's 10 degrees or less, and then after opening it, depending on the temperature, you can go to second gear if it gets colder. But the hot air box is not used in hot situations. And then this one that we have the heat gun working on is a formation switch for the first entrance. It's linked. Toggle this switch. Slotted motor will start. This valve will also blow. Then the heat gun starts working. Turn the heat gun off when it's not in use. These two are the only ones working. And then the second one that forms a switch is, after our plates hit the second formation switch, it's starting to loosen. It's responsible for being a loose belt cylinder, and a broken band of one cylinder. And then if you go this way, it's just that the plates come over naturally. This is the first of the lower trim motors to take care of the lower trim and flush ends. The second one is responsible for the flush and upper trim. And then this position. It's a rounded, hard scraped edge, and then the back is polished.